After the election, I've seen so many reactions of liberals losing their marbles, right? On TikTok, on YouTube, other people reacting to it. And I had a small hope, right? The small hope that was holding out that said, okay, the president is not going to lose his marbles, being the current sitting president, right? He had the meeting of Trump, he looked cordial, saw a smile on his face. I was like, okay, maybe things are going to go as smoothly as Trump assumes. Then we have this piece of breaking news. Now, obviously, this didn't just happen. This happened a few days ago already, but I'm only now getting a chance to talk about it. So, Biden goes ahead and gives Ukraine permission to fire these long range missiles into Russia. And Russia says, what are you doing? You're supposed to be on your way out. Oh, okay, so this is how we're going to play this game? So they're like, all right, well, if that's the case, you're trying to join this war by proxy. And why would you do that at the 11th hour when you're on your way out? This is what I don't get. This is what I don't understand. Like, is this man on drugs? Is he really like the dementia is hitting him hard? I don't get it. Because these decisions that he's supposed to make, they're not unilateral decisions. He's supposed to have a team of advisors that's literally telling him what to do. Like, you're leaving in a month and some change. Why would you do this? To throw a monkey wrench in a new administration? Maybe. But let's take a listen. Let's see what's happening here.
Just one final bit of breaking news. We're hearing that the Russians are reporting that Ukraine has now used these attack ballistic missiles. More on that later.
Yeah, it looks like an escalation is coming. Okay.
This morning, Ukraine fired U.S.-made missiles into Russia for the first time. That's according to officials in Moscow. The move comes just 2 days after President Biden gave Ukraine permission.
And a major escalation on the 1,000th day of the war. The attack comes just 2 days after the Biden administration gave Ukraine the green light to use the weapons against targets inside Russia. The White House policy change comes after North Korean troops were deployed to help drive Ukrainian soldiers out of Russia's Kursk border region. Overnight, Russian President Putin signed a new doctrine saying any major aerial attack against Russia could prompt reprisals with nuclear weapons. A spokesperson for Putin says this adds fuel to the fire.
This news comes a few hours after Russian President Vladimir Putin said the country has a right to respond to an attack like this one with nuclear weapons.
Putin has a new warning for the United States after President Biden authorized Ukraine to use long-range missiles supplied by the U.S.
Now, you could tell that last guy that was on screen before, Stephanopoulos, you could tell he was too through with that piece of news. And I would be too, quite honestly. Like, I would just ask myself, like, what is Joe doing? What do you think you're doing? First of all, the person you tapped, Kamala, she lost, right? She got whooped in the election. The fact that you guys already lost, you should be trying your best to leave on a high note. Ukraine is one of the reasons the Democrats lost. All that money that was funneled over there, quite apart from the migrants and all these other far left-leaning ideologies that they've been pushing over the last 4 years, Ukraine, I believe, was a big one. Because people know that money is being funneled over there. While the economy is not all that great over here and people are struggling. So wouldn't it be better to pump that money into the country and try to build up the economy, whether it's with, infrastructure, whatever it is, right? Green energy, all these things that you can put money into to create jobs. No, you put that money overseas where I don't know who has their special interests over there, but apparently there's very special interests over there. I don't think this is just because. Granted, either way, your party lost. You're on your way out. Why not do something to prove, okay, I wasn't a totally shit president and my mind is not that far gone? No, this man decides, no, I'm going to shit the bed. pee around the house, and then I'm going to set the whole thing on fire before I leave. Like, he's just like, through, whatever. That's exactly how this decision makes me feel about Biden as president. And whoever is advising him, as well as the vice president. This is not a good look for the country, which is why you have people like, what are y'all doing? And you expected the election to go your way. And this is just more proof that these are not the people that need to be in power. Now, does anybody want nuclear war? No. No. Nobody wants to live in that kind of time. Trust me. I don't care how hardcore you are, how much training you've had, what part of the military you serve in. Nobody wants to be scavenging the country looking for clean water or for food, trying to protect their family from bandits. As soon as the sun goes down, you have to worry about not just the animals, but the other animals. Nobody wants to live in a time like that, right? So do I think Putin is right for saying what he said? I think he is, because if two people are in a fight, let's say you're walking down the street in whatever neighborhood you live in, you see two people fighting. You only know one of them. The one that you know is getting their tail handed to them. You go over to them, hand them a pair of brass knuckles. Did you enter the fight? Technically, yeah, you did, because he was getting his tail whooped, but you gave him a weapon. That's more than an equalizer. If they just fist fighting, those brass knuckles are going to take that other guy out. So yeah, you did enter the fight. I mean, you ain't throwing no blows, but you did it by proxy. So I completely understand his point of view. But this is not what we need. And again, this is another reason you guys are leaving. This is why you're out. This is why I don't understand how Sonny Hostin can be so delusional. I don't care how much money they're paying you. You cannot be that dumb. Or can you? You're talking about all these talking points about race and feminism and misogyny and racism. But look at what's in front of you. Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar. Oh, it's racism and misogyny. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. Anyways, make sure you share this video with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Peace.